So it's Dr. Thompson, right? Excuse me. The sister of Miss Schuler, here to talk to you guys. So if you give her a warm applause, I appreciate it.
Good afternoon, everyone. Oh, y'all can do better than that. I know it's late. Come on. Give me one more. Good afternoon, everybody. That's what I like to hear. So, we just talked with the 7th graders about resiliency. And so, I want to make sure, because I know we're pretty short on time, but I want to hit a couple points with you. So, when we, there goes my name tag. I guess it's tired too. And I see the looks. I know you all have had a long day. But what I do, I'm a school psychologist. How many of you all know what a school psychologist is? Good. So, you are smart. As a school psychologist, I work with students who may have academic and or behavioral problems. But I wanted to take things a step further because there are students who I've met who, despite dealing with a number of challenges, they've been able to be successful academically. So those students may have dealt with coming from a single parent household. They may have dealt with substance abuse issues in the family where maybe a parent or a sibling had drug problems or alcohol problems. They may have been in foster care. And these students were able to be successful academically and really in life despite these challenges. So I started asking them questions. How did you do it? How did you get through those problems? What helped you? And so there were things within them. Of course, they were motivated. They wanted to do well. They loved education. They loved learning. That was one piece of it. But the other piece of it was that they learned how to tap into people, into resources within the school, within their homes, and within communities that also supported them, which is what we call as protective factors. So then I took it a step further. I said, well, so these students, they've been able to be successful academically. They've been able to move through these difficult spaces. So what is it that a person needs? And at what point can they start making changes? So you all are at the perfect age. You're in 6th grade now. You just started middle school, so you still have 2 years left here to make some different changes in your life. If you are struggling with passing a class or just behaving appropriately, it's time to make some changes. It's time to tap into that chain breaker in you. So what do I talk about when I say chain breaker? And I see some of you have my hands out and you're folding and you're doing all types of neat stuff with it, which is fine. Use it how you want to, but we're going to talk about it right now. Chain breaker. So a chain breaker is basically someone who is ready and actively making changes to do better, to think better, to act better, to move beyond things that are unhealthy for them, that prevents them from showing up and being the best that they can be. Everybody in this room is a chain breaker. Do y'all get that? Y'all don't believe it. Everyone in this room, each and every one of you are chain breakers. You all have the ability to do better, to think better, to act better. You just choose not to, or you choose to do it when you're ready. Okay? So, how many of you have ever studied really hard for a test and you did not pass it? Okay. So let's talk a little bit about how did you prepare for that test? Did you go do the homework? Did you talk to your teacher? For those of you who didn't pass, did you talk to your teacher? Raise your hand if you did. Not many. Okay, so part of what you have to do in order to be a chain breaker is, and we're going to go through the 5 C's of the chain breaker on your handout, is communication. You have to first tell the truth to yourself about yourself, which is difficult. It's ugly. To tell yourself, you know what, I studied, or I say I studied, but I really didn't study. I kind of looked over the notes, but I really didn't get what I needed to get. I didn't ask questions like I was supposed to, but I still felt like I should have passed it because I showed up at least. Have y'all ever said that? Because I said that to myself once. No? No? Okay, well, you'll get second.
Further interruption. Jeremiah Green Lewis, please come to the office. Jeremiah Green Lewis to the office, please.
Okay, so going back to communication. After you tell yourself the truth, you have to learn how to tell the truth to others. How many of you have ever not told the truth? And what did it feel like? It felt horrible, right? You felt terrible. You like, why didn't I just tell myself, tell the truth? Why did I do that, right? Okay. Right. So, step one in being a chain breaker. Learn to tell yourself the truth first, then tell others the truth in a loving manner. Not in a negative, nasty manner, but in a loving manner, or as positive as you can be. The second C in being a chain breaker is community. Get involved with your community. I don't care if you do sporting events, sporting activities, big brothers, big sisters, extracurricular activities. Get involved in your school community, in your home community, in your neighborhood. Because when you are going through difficult times, those same people will support you. And I'm talking support you in ways that you don't even see or even understand, but that is how you break patterns and behaviors that don't serve you well. You tap into your community and you support your community. The next C would be connection. Now I'm not talking about connecting in terms of Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. I'm talking about connection because those are your representatives. Those are the pictures that you're on, you're doing your dance, you're moving. That's not the representative I'm talking about. When I talk about connection, I'm talking about that you that sometimes you don't allow people to see. It's the you that gets hurt. It's the you that cries. It's the you that has disappointment. That is what connection is. Connection is about establishing relationships with people, creating those relationships with people who bring out the best in you. You don't want to connect with people who make you do things that are unhealthy or uncomfortable or hurt someone else. You want to connect with people who make you feel good, who make you happy, and who you in turn will make happy. That's about being a chain breaker, is connecting with people who bring out the best in you. The next one, the fourth C, is creativity. How many of you write, dance, draw? Anybody write poetry? Okay. Does anybody sing? How many singers do I have? I don't sing. I mean, I like to sing, I can't sing. I don't sound good singing. But y'all can sing? Okay, what about dancers? I love to dance. Okay. All right. So we have some dancers, we have some singers, we have some writers. What about painters? Anybody paint? You paint? You paint. Okay, so we have some painters in this. So those activities, the painting, the dancing, the writing, all those things will allow you to problem solve in ways that you may not even imagine. When you use your imagination, it taps into a part of your brain where you really can solve problems that you didn't even think were possible. Those things will allow you to be the chain breaker that you need to be. Those things will afford you the opportunity to break mindsets and patterns that do not serve you well. The last 5 is commitment. How many of you have given up before? You started something, you just didn't like it, or you just didn't think it was good, you gave up. So the rest of you have stayed committed 100% to everything you've done? Alright. So, if you are to be a trainee, can I get everybody's attention? I know we're wrapping up and I know it's been a long day, but I want to make sure that we stay focused because I'm giving you all the best that I have and I want to also receive the best that you have. Can we make that agreement with each other? Because we are a community. I can't be here doing what I do without you, and you all can't be where you are without people like me. So we are in this together, and I want to see each and every one of you be the chain breakers that I know you to be. I know it was kind of rough coming in here, and that's okay. But remember, at any given time, you can do better. You can think better. You can act better. Does everybody get that? Who's the chain breaker in here? Let me see all the chain breakers. Ah, okay. Are we, how about a minute? Okay, so we have a minute left. I'm going to open the floor for one question. one quick question. You have a question? I am a school psychologist. But I love people. And I want to see you be the best you can possibly be.